Discord's Secret Daughter, Chapter 3, The Coronation. It has been a day since Luna and Discord came home with their daughter Riven Knight. Celestia was happy to meet her though. Now everyone was nervous how Twilight and her friends would take it on. Are you sure they're going to take it go well, Dad? Knight asked. Yes, you can be calm. You will like them, said Luna. Riven Knight felt a little nervous, but he was ready to meet their friends. At noon, they arrived at the castle. Celestia, we came here and on your request, said Twilight. Yes, there's one thing we want to tell you. What do you need to tell us? Said Rainbow Dash. Discord and I have a daughter together, said Luna. Every pony just looked at them with a shocked look. Is it true? Applejack asked. That's right, said Fluttershy. Wait a little. You knew about it? Twilight asked. Yes, though I had a promise Pinky promised not to say anything, said Fluttershy. I can explain, said Celestia. Celestia started telling them, and soon Celestia was done. So you had no idea about her until now? Applejack asked. Yes, that's right, said Discord. Are you ready to meet her? Yes, we are, said Twilight. You can come out now, said Luna. So Twilight and her friends watched as Riven Knight stepped behind the throne. Let me introduce our daughter, Riven Knight. Hello. Riven Knight was nervous and stood next to her mother. Twilight approached her. Hi, my name is Twilight Sparkle. Nice to meet you, said Riven Knight. Soon every pony stepped forward and greeted Riven Knight, now who no longer felt scared. So Discord snapped his paw and every pony ended up in a dining room to have tea party to celebrate. As they sit down and enjoy the tea, they small talked. Discord looks and sees that his daughter looks happy that she had made some new friends. He was happy for River Knight and seems to be happy about it too. There's one thing that I want to tell you, said Discord. What is it? Fluttershy asked. Luna and I have talked about crowning River Knight as official princess of Equestria, said Discord. River Knight looked at her parents with a surprised look. You mean that, Dad? She asked. We do, said Discord. Since you came into our lives, and since your mom is the princess, we make it you want one too, said Discord. River Knight smiled at her dad, who smiled back. If you want help, we help, said Applejack. Thanks, we appreciate that, said Luna. Let's toast to it, said Rainbow. Every pony raised their teacups, and cheers. They were quiet for a while they enjoyed their tea party. River Knight felt happy that they made new friends, and she had found her biological parents. If you want, I can help River Knight make her dress for the coronation, said Rarity. I will love that, said River Knight. It will be a great day, said Applejack. I can agree with that, said Fluttershy. Every pony laughs and has a great day together. While everything was new as they presented to them, River Knight and the coronation, but every pony was just happy for Luna and Discord. We appreciate all your help before coronation, said Luna. We are happy to help, said Applejack. That's what friends you have friends for, said Rainbow. Discord and Luna smiled at their friends and they continued to enjoy the tea party. We can help with the preparations, said Twilight. I can make River Knight's dress according to her wishes, said Rarity. We all would appreciate, said Luna. What do we have friends for, said Rainbow. When will you notify the kingdom about River Knight? Asked Rarity. We have thought about that within a couple of days, said Celestia. Let us know when you will all come to the castle for coronation. River Knight can tell me how she wants the dress. I appreciate that, said Raven Knight. Every pony enjoys the rest of their lunch, and they got back to the library for some rest. A little later, every pony returned home to Ponyville. That night, Raven Knight sits up on the balcony on her room and watching the stars. Nice evening we have. Raven Knight looks up and sees her dad hovering above her. Yes, it is a nice evening, and you scared me there. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Disco looks at his daughter. I'm just curious, a little nervous about the coronation. That will go well, said Disco. Your mom and I are happy to have you in our lives. I'm glad that you found me, said Raven Knight. Try to get some sleep, okay? I promise that, said Raven Knight. Discord gave his daughter a hug and flew away. A few days later, Celestia had informed the whole kingdom of Luna and Discord's daughter, and she would become crowned princess. Raven Knight was surprised that the whole kingdom was happy and welcomed her as part of the royal family. The day after announcement, Luna brought Raven Knight into Cantor for the first time. Raven Knight was just so eager to see and visit some stores, it was like he was little again. Luna just smiled and felt happy. It happened that summer ponies came and greeted Raven Knight. She was always happy to meet the new ponies, but at first she was shy, but slowly changed. Meanwhile, Discord worked with Celestia before the coronation. Discord was happy that his daughter was going to be crowned. A little later, Luna and Raven Knight returned to the castle after their time in the city. How do you feel about your day with your mother? Discord asked. We had fun, said Raven Knight. We did, said Luna. We have worked a little with the coronation and everything will go well, said Discord. Discord could see that Raven Knight looked nervous. Just be calm, everything will go well, said Discord. I know, I'm just a little nervous. Twilight can help you, said Celestia. Yes, she can do that, said Luna. Although Raven Knight was nervous, but she also stayed calm. For the rest of the day, Raven Knight sits in her room reading Daring Do. During dinner, Luna and Raven Knight talk about Raven Knight's coronation. Raven Knight felt a little calmer. Even that night, Discord and Luna were both up on their bed watching the moon from their room. Beautiful evening we have, said Luna. That we do have, said Discord. I'm still glad we found our daughter, said Discord. That's why I am too, said Luna. Soon she is a princess. Yes. Our daughter has grown up so much, said Discord. Luna leans against Discord who holds her. It doesn't take long for them to fall asleep. The next day at breakfast, every pony sits and enjoys themselves. River Knight, today Twilight will spend time with you, said Celestia. It will be fun to get to know her better, said River Knight. Yes, since the coronation is tomorrow, Twilight wanted to prepare you for coronation and answer some questions about how to become a princess, said Luna. River Knight just looked at her mother, smiling at her. She understood that her mother had a point, since Twilight was crowned as a princess a while back, and she could share her experience about it to her. I appreciated that so much, said River Knight. Rarity will even come with your dress, said Luna. She made a beautiful dress, said River Knight. She really did, said Luna. They continued to enjoy the breakfast, and at lunchtime, Rarity and Twilight arrived at the castle. Darling, you look incredible in the dress, said Rarity. Thank you, you are doing an excellent job. I'm glad you liked it, said Rarity. Rarity spent some time with Celestia and Luna before the coronation. While they were busy, Twilight brought Raven Knight to the castle garden where they could talk in peace and quiet. They sit in the garden and enjoy the nice weather while Raven Knight's parents are busy. What's it like to be crowned as a princess? Raven Knight asked. At first, I wasn't sure if I want to be able to handle the role, but luckily I had my friends there who helped me in Celestia's guidance, said Twilight. You don't want to be worried about it, said Rivenite. It will just be good, said Twilight. Even if you were scared and not nervous, said Twilight. Rivenite looked at Twilight and smiling at her. Were you also scared and nervous about the coronation? She asked. Of course, I was nervous. I was even scared when I turned into an alley corner. I didn't even know then if I had to do what it took to be a princess. But even then, I didn't know what role or title I'd had until I realized after me and my friends defeated T-Rex, said Twilight. Twilight could see that River Knight was still nervous about the whole coronation. You don't have to worry about it, said Twilight. Your mom told me you liked reading during do. Yes, I love the book series, said River Knight. What do you say if we take some reading during do? Maybe it get you off a second thought. Yes, we can do that. Twilight used her magic and took two during do books appeared, both sit under a tree and started reading together. After a while, River Knight had completely forgotten about being worried. Meanwhile, Verity and Celestia and Luna had made sure that the throne room were decorated with the new flowers and banners for tomorrow's coronation. Is everything ready for tomorrow? Luna asked. Yes, I think can do this. I think we are done for everything, said Verity. Have you arranged for at fireworks yet? Alfie's Discord asked. Luna looked up and saw Discord hovering above them while drinking chocolate milk. We had completely forgot about that, said Luna. Can you look at that Discord? Said Celestia. Of course. I can see it fixed up, said Discord. When will the guests arrive? Luna asked. The rest of our friends will arrive sometime during the afternoon, said Verity. The other guests should come sometime tomorrow, said Celestia. Discord hovered down to the others and looked around in the phone room. However, you did an excellent job of preparing the phone room, said Discord. Thank you, sweetheart. We appreciate that. You like it, said Luna. Wonder if River Knight will like it, said Luna. She will certainly do that, said Celestia. I wonder what she and Twilight are doing right now, said Rarity. They are in the castle garden reading some Daring Do together. I flying by and saw them reading together. It is good that she is fine with her. They became good friends, said Celestia. Yes, they are really good friends, said Luna. After 2 hours, Twilight and River Knight had read 2 chapters into their books and both had a good time together. After they had finished reading, they remained on the tree to enjoy the fine weather. But then Twilight heard a growling sound and watched River Knight. Are you starting getting hungry? She asked. Well, I'm starting to get to, said River Knight. Let's go inside and have something to eat. It sounds like a good idea. Both brought the books and left the castle garden and went to the dining room to eat something. Where they met, River Knight's parents were already waiting for them. There you are. We just wondered if you were getting hungry, said Discord. Well, we started to get hungry after almost 2 hours, said Twilight. Just after they sat down, the servants began serving them with some food, and the little ones they took a little talked about the coronation. Well, River Knight, are you still nervous about tomorrow? No, I'm not really nervous anymore, said River Knight. But that's good, said Discord. Thanks to Twilight, who assured me that nothing will be afraid of. River Knight looked at Twilight, who smiled and blushed a little, and River Knight smiled back. The front room is ready for tomorrow. That's good, said River Knight. Now only your friends are ready to do later, said River Knight. After the meal, River Knight sat in the library with her mother, went on to Celestia and Discord, and took it easy while Twilight took a walk in the city to get some fresh air. When Twilight had returned to the castle, The rest of her friends had arrived, and they were in the library talking with Ravenite. They all sat in the library and rest of the day, and they started getting pretty late. I think it is probably time to go to bed since it's a big day tomorrow, said Celestia. I agreed, said Luna. Yes, I'm getting tired myself, said Twilight. They all said good night to each other and went to their rooms. Before Ravenite went to bed, she stood at the balcony looking out the starry sky. She saw a shooting star. She wished that she could have had a good future as her parents. The next morning, the breakfast. Everybody was talking during the day, and they were curious how everything was going to go. Even Raven Knight, they all thought, was nervous, but she was not nervous at all anymore. But she was just happy to be crowned princess. After breakfast, there was full speed in the castle with every pony getting ready for the coronation and all servants and fallout. Stand still, Rainbow! So you don't stress me out with doing the last detail on your dress, said Rarity. But you could have done that yesterday, said Rainbow. I know, but now it is clear. I just hope Raven Knight isn't worried about everything, said Bloodshine. No, she's just calm after all, said Twilight. I will probably go see her, said Rarity. I'm going with you, said Twilight. In Riverside's room, Luna got ready and her daughter got ready too, but Luna was still a bit nervous about before her daughter's big day. Mom, calm down. Everything will go well. She could see her mother was so stressed she they knocked on her door and Rivernight opened. Everything is okay in here? Twilight asked. Yes, although my mother is worried about something, said Rivernight. Twilight could see that Luna was going back and forward with nervousness. Rarity walked up to Luna. Your Highness, what's calm down. Take a deep breath. Luna took a deep breath and calmed down somehow. Rarity smiled at her. You and I might be able to go to the front room and welcome the guests, said Rarity. Okay, we can do that. We will still be there soon, said Twilight. After leaving, Twilight went up to River Knight to help her get ready. That's how everything is clear. Thanks to your help, said River Knight. Are you ready to go? Yes, I'm ready. Meanwhile, Twilight Discord went back and forth in Luna's room because he was nervous because today he was going to make his marriage to Luna. He was nervous about how things were going. Then he heard a knock on the door. Who is it? It's me, said Luna, and said Celestia. Come in. Celestia saw that Discord was nervous and approached him. Is something wrong? He swore. I'm just nervous how because I was speaking about asking Luna if she wants to be my wife today. She will say yes, I can feel that. Do you think so? Yes, I know she will, said Celestia. Discord managed to calm down and look at Celestia, who smiled at him. Are you ready to go to the front room? She asked. Yes, I'm ready. Both went to the front room while every pony was waiting for them. All the guests had already gathered. Celestia was standing in with Luna and Twilight and Discord. Dear guests, we are gathered here today to celebrate an event that my dear sister, and her boyfriend Discord have found their daughter after all the centuries. For that, we have decided to crown her as official Princess of Equestria. So, dear guests, let me introduce Princess Raven Knight, said Celestia. The doors opened. Raven Knight steps in her white dress, and all the guests looked at her with a smile, and even Raven Knight smiles. Her mother is crying with tears of joy of her daughter who steps up to them. Want to say something, Raven Knight? Yes, I want to say something. Raven Knight looked at the old guest as she smiled at her. I just want to thank every pony who came today, and every pony except me, but most of all, I want to thank my parents for finding me. I'm just grateful and happy to make new friends, and for that, thank you everything, said Raven Knight said. All the guests are cheering for Raven Knight, who's smiling at them. Rainbow, it's time. Okay, said Rainbow. Rainbow quickly got out of the throne room and she made a sonic rainbow, and all the guests watched with admiration for the sonic rainbow. Discord arranged fireworks with his magic. All the guests shared with even more. Afterwards, every pony had gathered in the castle garden where Pinky had organized a party for every pony. What a party have you arranged, Pinky? Thanks, Princess River Please call me River Luna could see how happy her daughter was by being crowned Princess of the Kingdom. While Discord stood with Celestia and drank some punch. Are you ready to ask her, Discord? Yes, I don't know, said Discord. I don't know if I should ask her. Celestia looked at Discord, who had looked nervous. You love Luna, do you? Of course I love her. Then I think you should ask her. Okay, I will probably do that. Disco walked slowly up to Luna, who didn't notice that he was walking up to her. Luna, can I ask you one thing? Of course, sweetheart, said Luna. Disco felt so nervous, but he took a deep breath, got down on her knees in front of Luna, and held out a small box, and Luna couldn't believe it. All the guests became silent and saw what was happening. Luna, since the first time I saw you, I understood that you were my soulmate, and even since we found our daughter, I wanted to ask you one important thing. Even I was so nervous, but I felt it was time to ask you, said Discord. Discord became silent for a moment, which felt an eternity. Luna, do you want to marry me? Yes, Discord, I want to marry you. She flew right in his arms and kissed him. All the guests cheered. Even Ribbon Knight was tearful-eyed to see her dad had asked her mother. She hopes that one day she will find her true love. The rest of the evening, after all the guests had left, only Twilight and her friends stayed and celebrated with Luna and the others. They all sat around a bonfire that Discord had fixed with his magic. What a day it was, said Applejack. I agreed, said Spike. It was an incredible day, and what ended yacht, said Fluttershy. Soon a party to celebrate Discord will get married, said Pinky. Any pony just laughed, but Discord just looked at Luna, who was just happy, and she just smiled at him. And he gives her a kiss. Twilight and her friends stayed in Canterlot overnight, since it was quite late. That night, Ruby Knight stood by her balcony, looking at the stars. I wonder if I will find my true love one day, she said. She heard a knock on the door. Come in. It was Twilight, who came to see because she was light inside River Knight's room. You can't sleep? No, I used to stay up a little longer, she said. Twilight went up to River Knight. What a day we had, said Twilight. You can say that again, said River Knight. Do you have anything on your mind? I'm just wondering if I will find my true love. Who knows, you might find that you will true love one when you least expect it, said Twilight. You're probably right, said River Knight. I will probably go to bed. Good night, River Knight. Good night, Twilight. River Knight stayed at the balcony for a while before going to bed before falling asleep. She looked at the moon. Congratulations, Mom, Dad. I'm so happy to have you as parents. And then River Knight fell asleep with a smile, considering what just happened during that day.